To the Most High God. We're checking in again on this Social Security thing, right? Uh, Checking in again on this Social Security thing here. See, the thing about it is we got to remember that the Most High is behind everything that's happening on the earth today, right? The Most High is behind all of this. But the thing with Social Security is the people before Elon Musk and the people that's receiving Social Security, the people before them that worked and retired and died, they all paid into this Social Security. So it's not something that the government or Elon Musk can take away, because we are paying. It's already prepaid. Social Security of people that's getting Social Security today is prepaid by the people who got Social Security that was prepaid, and we have prepaid into Social Security for the future. So to say, well, we're going to take Social Security away would be stealing all the people who worked, especially us that worked. Our ancestors worked 500 years without any pay. Actually, and Social Security is like a benefit to people who maybe haven't paid, maybe haven't paid anything, or paid, maybe they were handicapped or couldn't get a job or something. You get too old and been turned down so many times, you couldn't work. You couldn't work normally to support yourself. You couldn't get a good enough job. Well, Social Security is a benefit to take care of those people who were wronged in this society, especially the black people, so-called black people. Now, the problem is that our ancestors paid with their blood, sweat, and tears for this benefit. Even though it's nothing, they don't give you enough to get you out of the ghetto or do anything but keep you as a lab rat. But to say I'm going to take that like it belongs to the government, it don't belong to the government, right? So let's listen to see how they look at. I'm going to come back and say some more about this. Give me your comments and tell me what you guys who understand civics or don't understand it, or you disagree or agree. Let's get some comments on it, because we got to get on one accord, because they are literally sticking their hand in our pockets and taking the money away from us. What are they going? That money's already on the books. We paid into that money. Let's listen.
Elon Musk is laser focused on the Social Security Administration, the organization that provides benefits to nearly 70 million Americans. Washington Post reports this about the havoc wreaked by Elon Musk and his team. Quote, they came in aggressively. A former official who witnessed Elon Musk's team take over the Social Security Administration said, demanding access to sensitive taxpayer data and refusing briefings on how the agency ensures the accuracy of its benefit systems. They recklessly exposed data in unsecured areas outside Social Security offices, the official said, potentially disclosing personally identifiable information on almost every American to people not authorized to see it. The information comes from an affidavit by the agency's former acting chief of staff, Tiffany Flick, as part of a lawsuit filed late Friday. Flick, who was forced out of her position last month, warns this in that same affidavit, quote, if Social Security's longstanding information security policies and procedures continue to be ignored by the DOJ team, Flick wrote, quote, that could result in benefits not being paid out or delays in payments. The stakes are high. Joining our coverage, Martin O'Malley, the former governor of Maryland. He served as the commissioner of the Social Security Administration under...
We want to stop and say fair use, fair use. We are not using this broadcast for any kind of monetary reason. We are just using it for education purpose. 1976 Fair Use Act. So we're using it to educate, to teach our people about the nefarious acts that this so-called de facto government is doing. These people, these criminals and crooks, what they're doing to Social Security right now.
President Joe Biden. Governor, thank you for being here.
Glad to.
Help people understand how much we know and how much we don't know about what's going on right now with Elon Musk's team and Social Security.
Well, we just learned, we just got a pretty credible confirmation of what has been reported that they're doing up there from Tiffany Flick. She was a career person in Social Security, and she laid out in that affidavit what they were doing. The other thing that we know is that they are driving people out, employees out of Social Security.
See, so he started out wrong. See, he's deflecting, and he got you looking another way when he should have started out like I started out. The Social Security money has already been paid in by people who already have lived their life and passed and worked and paid into this system, just like the people now are paying into this system. And not only that, your birth certificate, death certificate, marriage certificates, all of that is like, okay, let's say a church has a congregation and they want to borrow money. So the board goes to a bank and says, we want to borrow money. We have these churches and they pay tithes. They pay tithes every week. And this is our tithing record here. So they take those records that what has been paid, they take that membership, and the bank will loan them money on the membership. And so that's what's happening now. We have memberships with Social Security. That's kind of how you look at Social Security. The membership of this country, and you look at that as far as bonds on birth certificates and United States borrowing money based on the membership of this country and what they will pay in taxes, what they will spend, and they'll take all that membership. The people, the nation of people will pay us this, so loan us this. So, because we got a membership here, United States, we've gathered these people together and we're forcing them to work and pay taxes. We've got them gathered. So they sell our stocks and bonds. That's how they sell your stocks and bonds, your birth certificates and stuff. You know, because they look at every person and say, well, every person has a lifespan of such and such and such. Male blacks, male white, female blacks. They have a lifespan, right? And over a lifespan, they calculate how much taxes you will pay out from working, how much energy you would put into a time clock, a company, and how much you will generate as one person, how much energy they can steal from you and make you pay, take your energy, make you pay taxes, and then make you pay into your own Social Security based on the energy you generated. They calculate that in dollars. Okay? So that's what's happening. Social Security does not belong to the government. They already, those secret accounts they say every American has because they've sold they've sold your birthright, your bank, your birth certificate. They borrowed against your birth certificate. Really, they really haven't borrowed against your birth certificate, but they have, I don't know what to say, borrowed, or, because who would they borrow from? They would be borrowing from themselves because they stole all the gold and all the wealth belonged to them. So who in the hell are they borrowing from? Right? But now, they have used you as a member to the banks, United States, and every city, sell your membership and borrow money to do, when they borrow from the banks, they're using your membership. Put it like that. So if a birth certificate is proof of your membership. So they said, well, his children, they're going to work. They got all your kids in slavery. That's how they got every man and woman in slavery. You use your children's birth certificates. Your mother sold you into slavery. So they use all of that, right? They use all of that. And they got us sold into slavery. They have us sold into slavery. But to get back to the Social Security, we already have the money for the Social Security. Every worker right now has paid into, everybody that work pay into Social Security. And they take that money and loan it out. They loan the money you pay into Social Security and loan it out. Who gets the dividend on it? Who gets the interest on it? Who gets that? And then they take that and then they say, we're going to give it back to you when you get too old to work. But that money you paid out on Social Security, they loaned it out hundreds of times to countries, and the country paid them back for your Social Security money. We'll just keep it with Social Security. So what they're paying you is a drop in the bucket. So what Elon Musk and these people right here, they are stealing your part of the investment. They're stealing what you invested. They're taking it all from you now. And they're putting you out in the streets. You think they won't do it? Look at all those homeless people up in California and all over the country. Look at Gaza. These devils will destroy you, and the only reason they don't just nuke everybody or go in and make you and gas you, put you back in the gas chamber, because there's not enough of them to do it. So they slow walk and bring the population down to nothing. And if they can, their plan is to get rid of God's chosen people. So will they kill some of their people to get rid of us? Sure they will. Will Esau? Yes, Esau will. Esau will destroy his own people to get rid of us. If he have to, it's called collateral damage. But what they're doing now is called a red herring. They don't want to use a broken arrow yet. Broken arrow means they've been overran, and to save the movement and to save the country, tear it all up. Donald Trump is using the broken arrow process. Tear it all up, because these people, there was not enough of us being born to hold control of this American government or this American policy. Russia's moving in, China's making their move. Everybody's against the United States ruling the world. So tear it all up. Tear it all up. Well, it's not real money. Money is an illusion. Money is not real. There's no such thing as money, right? You see, all they have to do is go in and erase your bank account numbers, and you can't buy anything with your credit card and stuff. You can't get rid of money that easy. So money is an illusion. You either say, well, we ain't gonna send you no Social Security check. Now you get put out of your houses. You don't get no veteran check. Now you get put out of your houses. We could stop all of that by saying, no, we everybody in their house got a house. The people who came over here and said they bought the land from somebody, they bought property, and they're aliens. They didn't buy anything. You don't have, cut everybody's wealth off. The people who stole all the wealth and all the land, the cattlemen and the farmers who have no visa to be here, the indigenous people didn't vote on you being here. The people who make invisible laws and invisible land lines and all of that, just cancel all of that. Since you canceling, we're going to cancel all of that. In the name of the Lord Jesus Christ, Yahweh, we praying that he cancel y'all, all of y'all. Cancel all of y'all jurisdiction and authority. We canceling it all. We're having the angels to come and destroy everything that you have set up. And then the earth will go back to its rightful owners. In no way we should be paying mortgages and getting put out of the house. The bank didn't loan you no money for your house. The bank didn't give you a loan. Where did he get the money from? He don't have money, and he can't loan his members money out. Where did he get money? He loaned all these people money for their mortgages. Where did he get the land to sell? So everybody in their houses should stay in your houses. When this thing jump off, just stay in your houses. If the bank, if the police or whoever, the sheriff is foolish enough to come and try to evict everybody, it's more of us than it is of them. They're not gonna do that. So what we got to do is, man, stop playing games with this fake government. Because you see, he got on here, him and the lady, she smiled so good. The newscaster, she was smiling, had a little smirk on her face, like, hey, I'm gonna bring this expert up, and he's gonna help us deceive the people. Her little smirk. They all smirking because they think we're falling for this fake government shit. We're not. We're not. The Most High is gonna strike y'all down. Every one of y'all that talks about taking Social Security and taking something from the indigenous people and the people who have cleaved to Israel, y'all gonna get your dream crushed. Your dream house. You see, God is able to do it. He went and burnt all those liars, all of their houses up in lying Hollywood. They were living up there lavish after all the lies they done told and all the movies they done made to help steal the land from the indigenous people from the northern and southern kingdom of Israel, the true Israelites, God's vineyard. All the lies they told in their movies and stuff and went along and got paid, he went and wiped their wealth out. And you think he can't do you news people like that? You gatekeepers, the main gatekeepers are the people reporting this bull crap. And she brought this expert up to tell us, see, here's what they doing. What he doing is, if they took money out of us, what they were supposed to pay us, they took that money and put it in Social Security. That's real. Because we use our energy. Energy is real. We use our energy on their job, and they were supposed to pay us because we made real products. They made energy, made money off of the products that they sold. People bought their money that they got for using their energy, and they paid for it with the fake dollar bills or whatever, and they got product. So that's real. So, but what he's trying to tell us is send you off looking some other way when he should be telling you what I just told you, is that's real money up there that we paid in, and he can't go stick his hand. They can't stick their hand in the pot and say, hey, y'all, it's some fraud going up here. We got all this money up here going out. It's their money. Stop the fraud. Go arrest the people who are paying people who don't exist. Just go do that. Because the people that's collecting checks, they should be collecting them. Because the money was paid, it was loaned out, interest was brought in that y'all didn't share. That's the fraud. You loaned that Social Security money out, and you drawed in a dividend, you drawed in a profit, an income for yourselves, you governor officials. That's how y'all live in lavish and keep the fraud going. You lived off of that interest, and you stole and you passed it around to other nations. You loaned it out to other nations. You gonna tell me all that Social Security money sitting up there and y'all didn't loan that money out to other nations with damn near 50% interest? Stop lying. And now you want to stick your hand in our portion of it, in the people's portion of that you said this is yours. It depends on how much you put in, how much money you was worth. You high paying slaves, y'all put in more Social Security. We took out more on y'all. Your low paying slaves, you get this little bit, you got a little bit off. You get your little bit back. You get some portion back. Your little bit that you put in, you only get what you put in back. Trust me. You only getting what you put in back, and not even all of that. You only getting a portion there because you remember you paid taxes too to a fraudulent government. You paid them taxes too. They wasn't a real government. They chopped down the cherry tree, which was the indigenous people of this land, their government, the Moors and the Northern Kingdom had set it up, right? King James set it up, right? So as they ran King James out and chopped down his government over there, the people came over here and established government. And George Washington, the first Greek president, or Greek or Rome, whatever, Greco-Roman president, he ended the indigenous people who are us. They classified us as black people, you know, but we are the Indians, the northern and the southern kingdom together. It's Bible prophecy. He chopped down the cherry tree, right? So what we're seeing now happening is them stealing. He's not draining the swamp. He's stealing the money from the people that paid in to Social Security. He's stealing it. It's not a government, it's not the government's money. So how is he coming stealing it, saying, hey, we're gonna cut it all down? So, you know, that's dismantling a system that's gonna help us survive. But what I really want to say here is that it's the Most High. Everything that Trump is doing, I don't know if I said it on any of my other videos, everything that they are doing to break down the government and system is God's will. He's forcing us to unite and recognize our sovereignty in Him. He is our power. He's our governor. He's going to provide for us if we show Him the allegiance that we're showing this fake government. Yahweh is our power. He's our governor. Christ is our governor. He's sitting on the throne waiting on us to come and ask Him for something. Ask Him whatever you need, you can get it. All you have to do is repent and come back to the laws and commandments of God. And He said He'll supply your supplications. Was that 1 Kings 8 and 41? Read down through there. Read down from where it says, if thou bethink thyself. Keep reading down to 51st verse. He said once you do that, once you repent and come back, He's going to give you everything you need. And that's what's happening right now. So don't think that Social Security might not do it. They might not do it. No, the Most High is waiting for you to come back to Him. And all of you that won't do it now, you will do it when He cuts your Social Security. You will do it when you get put out of your house. You'll have nothing to you'll have no one and nobody to look to but the Most High God. And that's when your blessing gonna come. But what I'm saying to you, don't wait until you sitting down like Job in your ashes. Come to the Most High so he can purify you, the fire. For Peter said, think it not strange concerning fiery trials. When the trials are your face, worketh patience. They are to try you. These trials is to try you. They're supposed to. The trials are to get you to turn back to God. It's a form of chastisement. But you remember, God don't whoop you to kill you. He whoop you to get you to come to the blessings. Ain't no way you going to come to the blessings. In Deuteronomy 28 and 1, he's telling you every which way you going to be blessed. If you just turn back to him. It's all through the Bible. Ain't no way you going to turn to God and then he trick you and say, well, yeah, you waited too long. No, he said, when you got breath in your body, the prodigal son, when he said, I had enough of this world, he went back to his father's house. It's a parable. And the father was so happy to see him. He grabbed him, hugged him, and kissed him, and started showering him with gifts, the things he needed. And that's the way the Most High is going to do you if you come back. You got to stop Christianity. You can stop keeping their customs. Stop worrying about Donald Trump and Muskie. When you turn from them, everything they got going to fall. When you say, hey, I don't want nothing, pray in your heart, I don't want nothing you got. I'm not envy of the wicked. No. I walk not in the counsel of the ungodly. I don't sit down in the seats of the ungodly. But my trust is in God. David said, my hope is in God. What is faith? Faith is the substance of things hoped for. So if you got faith, it's because you hoping for something. So God said, come and put your hope in me, and I'll give you faith. Faith is substance. And what you hope for, I'm going to give it to you. King Solomon prayed that when we turn back to God from our transgression, in our captivity, he said, please give them. He said, they are your people now. God knew it. God told him to say that. Told him what to say. He said, y'all are my people. Now, if y'all turn back to me, I will. I will. He said, I don't whoop you for my pleasure. He said, I chastise you. Really, you bringing the curse on yourself. He ain't did nothing. He said, I lay before you blessings and curses this day. I lay before you life and death. And we don't have no, so a lot of the Israelite camps are teaching, well, we ain't got no free will. Yes, we do. That's why he said, I predestinated you according to my foreknowledge. You are predestinated because, he chose a vessel. He chose some vessels for destruction, but it's because the foreknowledge. He made them like that. How did God make the wicked wicked? By not chastising them. He chastised us because he loves us. We are his sons. So what they're saying now and all this propaganda, the news is propaganda. Every one of the experts is just propaganda. They want you to think that Muskie is in control. They want you to think that the government is in control. You know, they not. You see, he breaking that law now, sticking his hand in the Social Security pot. None of them that stood up and said, well, you know, that's illegal. You can't do that. That Social Security was money already given by the people. You can't say, cut it off, stop it. If anything, go in and stop the people that's stealing. You said people getting paid that ain't on Social Security, that's dead, go in and lock them people up that's stealing the money. Why don't you do that? So we see what's going on here, and it's all so we can unite and come back and trust in the Most High God. He's just sitting there waiting. He got the government. He's his governor. His governor is sitting on his throne. The governor is on the throne just waiting for you to come back so he can give you everything you need. I've been telling y'all that. But the problem is y'all don't believe the Bible. Y'all don't know God. I know y'all don't know God because y'all been making the United States your God. So y'all don't know God. Y'all, you know, our people, our Christians don't know God. A lot of Israelites don't know God. They reading the word and teaching it every day, and they still don't know God. They still broke. They still caught in their sins. They still misusing the money that they should be advocating to the rest of the Israelites. You getting in big YouTube checks, man, y'all supposed to be advocating that money to the Israelites. You think God ain't fixing to lock y'all up and try y'all? He fixing to put y'all on trial with the Edomites because y'all acting like Edomites. Y'all acting like the wicked. So when this thing go down, all y'all just sitting up holding the money and lying, just like Ananias and Sapphira, just like he not struck them down, everybody just sitting up doing wicked with God's money, you're going to get wicked done back to you. Okay? So that's where we at now. We can't believe and trust these people, man, because God has got put a lying demon in their mouth. So, you know, everybody that hate the truth, which is the laws, the Most High God, thy law is the truth. The righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. The law is the truth. So you got to come back to the Most High God and get the truth so he can bless you. He's waiting to bless you. He's waiting to bless you to heal your body. He's waiting to bless you to give you enough food. He's waiting to be worried about where you're going to live and all that. He's waiting to bless you. All praises to the Most High.